Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Presque Downs here on Monday. It is the 19th of September 2022. I'm going to look at the 8th race from Presque, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The 8th race from Presque, it is the Presque Downs Masters. It's a Grade 2 event going for a purse of $400,000. Race for fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 11 horses going to the all-weather Tapeta, the distance of ground of 1,300 meters, or the distance of ground of 6.5 furlongs on the Presque main Tapeta. 1,300 meters, 6.5 furlongs. And I show the diagram, just gives me a second to look down my notes, just bear with me. For some reason, this year I haven't played a lot of Presque. Actually, since the pandemic began, I haven't played a lot of Presque. I don't like that their cards are being run at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. With that being said, this is a 4 o'clock card, so I like it that they're going to be running these races under lights, and this race goes off at 7 Eastern. But for an average card during the summer, I thought they were a little bit lost in the shuffle with Colonial on a Monday, Tuesday, being run, with the races being run that early with Indiana. So hopefully next season they'll go back to an evening post time or a twilight post time. But this race has been on hiatus, I believe, for the last 2 seasons with the COVID pandemic, so they brought it back this year, and it's actually a good race. It always comes up good, and it's produced quite a few Breeders' Cup Filly Mare Sprint winners. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the 5-horse Artie's Princess. I'm going to go 5-6-3-2 in the superfecta. 5-6-3-2 super. Top selection, 5-horse Artie's Princess. 5-year-old mare by We Miss Artie. Saffy Joseph Jr. trains. Jose Ortiz gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 24th of July at Woodbine. 6.5 on the Tapeta in the Hendry Stakes, and the horse finished 5th by 4.5 lengths that day, and he was with them early on, saying some good fractions, but then he just kind of hit the wall late, just couldn't keep up. It wasn't the day to win. Hopefully slowing it down on the front end come to Presque today. I think he could bounce back to the winner's circle. 2 back in the Bellland at Woodbine, 6 furlongs, 26th of June. He won by 3, and on the front and all throughout, he set some good fractions. He quickened up nicely. 1-9-1 for the 3 quarters. I thought it was a very good race for him there. And then the whimsical at Woodbine, 6 furlongs, 8th of May. First start in 11 months. He finished 4th by 4 lengths. He was with them early on, dueling. He kind of hit the wall late. First off the bench, he definitely needed the race, and then the whimsical before that in June of 2021 at Woodbine. Over the 6, he finished 5th by 3 3/4 lengths. He was just a little bit wide and really couldn't get going. And then before that, in the Bezerton at Woodbine in November 2020, over the 7, winning by a head. He basically won quite easily. Coming here today, training well with Saratoga. Last workout, half mile, 46-3. I'm going to use him. I think you also have to use a 6-horse Caravel. Brad Cox trains this one. Luis Saez comes in from New York to ride this horse. Most recent, Smart and Fancy on the Melon at Saratoga, going 5.5. He won by a half length. He was a little bit wide, but he really put on a show late. I thought it was a very good race. 2 back in the Caress at Saratoga, 5.5. He finished 9th by 9.5 lengths. And if he would have basically had a easier trip around the far turn or the beginning of the turn, he probably would have won, but just had to really steady out of it, and then won the Intercontinental before that very nicely. Coming here today off some decent runs, I'll use this horse definitely in the pick 4 ticket. But to recount my selections for, and by the way, pick 4 ticket at Presque, quite a few seasons ago they had rolling pick 4s, which I found very strange. But to recount my selection now for the 8th from Presque, it is the Presque Masters. Let's take the 5-horse Artie's Princess. Give kudos to the 6-horse Caravel. 5-6-3-2 super, 5-6 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.